Is Josh Gowling, the Hereford manager, after the Bath City friendly. Your reflections on the game overall?
Yeah, I spoke to the lads at half time, and it was kind of reminiscent of Bradford Park Avenue here, where we're on top, loads of possession, creating, and then we switch off twice and 2 goals, and then you end up kind of losing the game. So, I've said to the lads, this season we're going to have our fair share of possession because of the way we play. But in those moments where we need to be organised when we're attacking, especially our back players, they need to be organised and disciplined and make sure, that their goal, the second goal, has come from a guy just standing 3 wide. But really, we need to get picked up. So they're the little details we need to iron out.
You seem to have a lot of possession, and into the second half seemed a much more composed performance, but obviously 2-0 down at that stage.
Yeah, well, obviously we had a trialist playing up top. Obviously Mitch is still not available. Sorry, Miles. It's still not Miles. Yeah, Miles still not available. Joey was ill today, so we didn't have a recognised striker down the middle, and I think that's I think you can see the difference. Obviously we rocked Terry down. He's not recognised, but he probably stretched the lines a bit better, which means we kind of mixed our game up a little bit. I think we were a bit too short in the first half. Rather than stretching the lines a little bit, and I just think second half stretched the lines a little bit more, which enabled us to get up the pitch, and then obviously when we did play short and they pressed on, we could go a bit longer, so it just enabled us to mix our game up a little bit.
Maziar seemed to impress when he came on, got that goal.
Didn't do too bad, did he? I can't believe he scored with his head. So no, we spoke at the end of the game, and what I've said to the lads is, I'll pick an 11, but what I need is the lads behind the 11, the lads that are subs or not in the squad pushing the 11, and that will bring our environment forward. It will push the 11 on to be better. And what Maz has done today is he's come on and he's affected the game massively for us, and he's a big influence in the game, like he has been so far this pre-season.
A couple of additions at centre half in terms of trialists. Are they in your thoughts ahead of next week?
Maybe. We shall see. Yeah, no, I've been trying to get one of the lads in for a while. One of them in for a long time, and I think he did very well today. So obviously that's a conversation I'll have with him after the game. But yeah, I spoke on it early in the week, and we've lost a couple through it. You know what? It's a weird one. When I was young, I didn't move anywhere for money. I moved for the opportunity. I wanted to be as high as possible. That's me. Probably why I've got no money, maybe. I don't know, but I just find, we've been finding lately with some players that they're money orientated, and I get, look, they've got to provide for their families and stuff, but for me it's about the opportunity to progress your career and play at the highest level. So I'm disappointed, but hey, we've got to truck on, and we'll get players in, and we'll be ready for Saturday.
Still clearance issues, likes of Miles Story and James Vincent especially. Yeah. They must be really frustrated, as you are.
Well, you put them in the game today, and it makes a massive. They're a big part of our squad. They're 2 really big key signings for us, and they've not been available for 4 games, so it's very frustrating. I understand, obviously, the FA with the Football League starting today have got to kind of put that as a priority, but just click a button, please, so they can play, because we need them in for Saturday, of course. And the frustrating thing is, they've missed 4 games now, so it would have been nice for them to play a part today. I mean, they had a lad who was from Scotland, and he's played today, so yeah. It's interesting.
So there's no guarantee that they will be available for selection next Saturday?
No idea.
I mean, at this late stage in pre-season, that seems to be completely madness, if I can put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't deal with the day-to-days of that stuff, so, I'm not going to say the ins and outs of it, but yeah, I mean, they should be sorted. So it's frustrating for us, it's frustrating for the club, it's frustrating for the lads, especially the 2 lads that are not available to play, because they want to be out there and they want to be kicking on with the lads and pushing on with the lads. That's the environment we've got, so that's disappointing for us. But hey, like I said last season, there's going to be ups and downs this season. There's going to be weird things going on. Obviously COVID is never going away, so we've got to adapt to these things and have a squad that can adapt to that. So I'd like to think today the performance was excellent in spells, and we've got a squad that will adapt, and when these things happen, we'll just jump over hurdles and be successful.
How close are you in your own mind to your starting lineup against Farsley Celtic?
To be honest,
how close are you?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I need a starting lineup before we come back for pre-season, to be honest. Most managers will say, it's up to you whether or not you get. I already know my teams, so it's up to the lads to keep their place or move someone out of it. It's up to them, as simple as that. So, we've signed players to be better than we were last year. I think in large parts today, I'd like to think we were, but we've still got a way to go. We're still a working project. work in process, should I say. So we'll get better and better as the weeks go on.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
Obviously, you played 8 games pre-season. How would you evaluate your pre-season as a whole?
Well, last pre-season we only won 2 pre-season friendlies and we got to Wembley, so not too bad. We won 2 this year, so yeah, it's been again. Look, the reality is I don't want to bring 20, 30 trialists in and do that. I'd rather have a settled squad of 20 and then we can mix the minutes up. But the reality is of where we're at, we can't do that. So we have to bring trialists in to look at them, and then wait to see whether or not players drop out from high level teams, and hopefully we can pick one up. That's just the reality where we're at with us. So yeah, I mean it's frustrating in that sense, but the lads have been excellent. They've worked hard all pre-season. I'd like to think today you see our fitness levels. They're a good side. They are a very good side. They've got some good players. They work hard, and I think for large spells of the game we matched that. If not, went one better.
Do you think you'll have your full squad completed by Saturday, or do you think you'll hold out for maybe 1 or 2 dropping down?
Yeah, it's a strange season because a strange period because a lot of lads are waiting still, which is strange because obviously the Football League starts today, we start next week, and then the National League Prem start the week after. So it's weird how some clubs are still some players are still waiting. So yeah, I don't think we'll have our full squad by the time the season starts, but obviously we'll have enough numbers to play a game of football and fill a bench.
And what would you say to some of the fans that haven't seen you in pre-season, who are trying to toy with the idea of coming on Saturday or buying a season ticket?
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to one of the fans yesterday on Facebook, and he's been self-isolating. He's obviously got a low immune system, and I just said, we'll push on for them. We'll make sure we do the fans that can't come because of illnesses. We'll make sure we do them proud, and anything we can do. I mean, he reached out to me on Facebook. Anyone wants to reach out to me who's self-isolating. My mum's self-isolating. She's been self-isolating for a year and a half nearly now. So I know the mental torture that is from not going out. So we're a family, all of us together. So we'll support them as much as we can as a football club. But if you can come, make sure you come. I'd like to think our games are exciting. I'd like to think they're fast-paced. Hopefully there's not too many goals in our goal, and there's more goals in there. So yeah, come along.
I guess it's what you've been waiting for 2 months or more. Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. You just want the season going now, don't you? Well, it's not as long as pre-season as it was last year, because last year was about 2 months? So it was a bit shorter this time. But yeah, the lads are ready to go. It would have been nice to get the lads over the line, the other lads, so we could kind of have more games together as a group with a settled side, I would say. But hey, like I said, we're going to have to adapt, and that's just the way it is.